Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Thank you all for your responses on yesterday. And our yesterday's quiz question was: the freedom of air was formulated in the Convention on International Civil Aviation of 1944. And what is the other name of this convention? The name associated with the place it formed. And the name is Chicago Convention. That is the right answer. Let's now start today's session. First question for the day: with reference to recently launched Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, consider the following statements. Statement 1, it is a pan-India central sector scheme. Statement 2, under the scheme, rupees 1 lakh crore will be provided by banks and financial institutions as loans to various agricultural institutions. And statement 3, the loans provided under this fund will be interest-free. Which of the above statements are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 3 only, and option D 1, 2 and 3. Guys, the correct answer here is option A 1 and 2 only. Third statement is wrong. The scheme aims to provide medium to long term debt financing facility for investment in viable projects for post-harvest management infrastructure and community farming assets. The funds will be provided for setting up of cold stores and chains, warehousing, silos, assaying, grading and packaging units, e-marketing points linked to e-trading platforms, and ripening chambers, besides PPP projects for crop aggregation sponsored by central, state and local bodies. And the validity or time period of this scheme is from financial year 2020 to financial year 2029. Rupees 1 lakh crore will be provided by banks and financial institutions as loans to primary agricultural credit societies, market cooperative societies, FPOs, SHGs, farmers, joint liability groups, etc. And the loans will be disbursed in 4 years, starting with sanction of rupees 10,000 crore in the current year and rupees 30,000 crore each in next 3 financial years. And loans will have interest subvention of 3% per annum up to a limit of rupees 2 crore. This subvention will be available for a maximum period of 7 years. So it is not an interest free loan. Instead, it will have an interest subvention scheme under it. So that is about this particular scheme. It will be beneficial for the farmer community in our country. And that is about Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. We'll now move to second question for the day. Second question is: Mongolian Kanjur, recently seen in the news, is associated with option A Buddhism, option B Jainism, option C Shaivism, and option D Sufism. Guys, the correct answer here is it is associated with Buddhism. Answer is option A. Mongolian Kanjur is a Buddhist canonical text in 108 volumes, is considered to be the most important religious text in Mongolia. And in the Mongolian language, Kanjur means consigns orders, the words of Lord Buddha in particular. It is held in high esteem by Mongolian Buddhists, and they worship the Kanjur at temples and recite the lines of Kanjur in daily life as a sacred ritual. And the Kanjur is kept almost in every monastery in Mongolia. And Mongolian Kanjur has been translated from Tibetan. The language of Kanjur is classical Mongolian, and the Mongolian Kanjur is a source of providing a cultural identity to Mongolia. And recently our Ministry of Culture has taken up the project of reprinting this 108 volumes of Mongolian Kanjur under National Mission for Manuscripts. It is an ongoing project. That's why this question is asked. We'll now move to last question for the day. Last question is with regard to Malabar exercise. Consider the following statement. Statement 1, it is a bilateral naval exercise between India and Australia. Statement 2, it was expanded into a trilateral format with the inclusion of Japan in 2015. Which of the above statements are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, and option D neither 1 nor 2. Guys, the correct answer here is it is option B 2 only. First statement is wrong. It is an annual exercise between navies of India, Japan and US. It is held alternatively in Indian and Pacific Oceans, and it began in 1992 as a bilateral exercise between India and the US. Then it got permanently expanded into a trilateral format with the inclusion of Japan in 2015. And so remind that it is started between India and US, not with Australia. And this would endeavor to further strengthen India-Japan-US naval cooperation and enhance interoperability based on shared values and principles. And India and Japan Defense Forces organize a series of bilateral exercises, namely GMEX, Shinyu Maitri and Dharma Guardian. And recently India is prepared to expand the Malabar exercise to also include Australia. So this will be a joint exercise between these four countries in the future, and India and Australia are soon to be holding a virtual summit for better cooperation and strengthening bilateral ties. And guys, it's time for quiz question, and today's quiz question is: there is one joint military exercise between India and US. So what is it called? Name the joint military exercise between India and US. That's all for today, guys. Please post your scores also in the comment section. And we'll meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Please post answer to the quiz question in the comment section also. Thank you for watching.